Hey guys, so I want to talk to you about another little Left Side Armory project that we've been working on. So with summer hopefully right around the corner, it's a cold, rainy day here today, but thinking about summer, and when I think about summer, one of the things that comes to mind is concealed carry in a time of year where maybe you aren't wearing heavier winter clothing or something like that. And so, summertime, I usually pocket carry. So, for the last 8 years, I've pocket carried this guy. So, this is a Smith& Wesson bodyguard. It's a 380. And this is just a little El Cheapo that I picked up used from the local gun shop. Somebody had decided that they were going to learn how to stipple on this gun. Let's just say it didn't go overly well for them, and then they decided they were going to take all the bluing off the slide and polish it. And anyways, great gun. This one's an ugly duckling, so it was perfect for a pocket carry. And so what I did though is I designed, and this is back in 2018, I designed, I don't know that I want to call it a chassis, but I designed this holster for it. Now it's exposed. So let's see, gun's empty. So it's exposed, and it worked really good. It was kind of cool. The trigger was exposed, so you could literally put it in a back pocket. That's usually how I carried it. I'm right-handed, so gun on the right, wallet on the left, and so I could literally reach into my back pocket, pull it out, and I'm ready to rock and roll. Thankfully, I've never had to rock and roll, but it's there if you need it. So that worked really well. And back then, I was like, you know what? I think there might be a market for something like this. But after doing some research, this seemed like it might get me sideways with the ATF because technically this starts to fall into an AOW, any other weapon category. Because it's a concealment, not really. I mean, anyone should be able to look at this and know like this is a handgun. But anyways, I sent it off to ATF technology branch and I said, hey, what do you think about this? And they said, hey, that's an AOW, so better not sell it unless you are doing transfers. I'm like, all right, well, put this idea on the shelf. We're not doing anything with it. So 8 years go by. This guy's been rattling around in my pocket for a long time. And all of a sudden, they come out with the Bodyguard 2.0. And I'm like, man, I think it's time to upgrade my little 380 concealed carry. I want to go to the Bodyguard, 2.0. And so I got the Bodyguard 2.0, and I was getting ready to, I actually was laser scanning it. And as I was laser scanning it, because I was going to make another AOW holster for it, as I was scanning it, I started thinking about, there's other ways to skin this proverbial cat. What if instead of building what ATF is going to deem as some kind of concealment, what if I made a micro holster? Like, what if I made a pocket holster? And that's not a new idea. There's been plenty of leather pocket holsters. I mean, that's where I got the idea for that one originally. But this is what I came up with. So this is a little nylon 12, basically, trigger holster. I don't even know what you're supposed to call the freaking thing. So anyways, definitely a bit smaller, not nearly as bulky. And it does actually cover the trigger. So one of the downsides with that was, you had to be mindful. Like, I always carried that in my back pocket. I never would take and put it in any other pocket because even though that thing has a ridiculously long trigger pull, if a key got in there or a pen or pencil got in there and something went wrong, theoretically that could go off. Now, there's always the thing of like, you can carry it with the safety on, you can carry it without one in the chamber, but kind of defeating the purpose of carrying concealed at that point. So with this guy, we're actually covering the trigger. So this is not an AOW. This is just a holster, I guess, sort of holster-ish. It's pretty cool. So with something like this, if you wanted to say carry it in your front pocket, You know, it doesn't print overly bad. I mean, it's definitely prints a little bit more than, you know, that guy would. You know, the nice thing about this was it does sort of look like a wallet when it's in your pocket. You know, it's got that square print to it. You know, this one definitely is going to print a bit more as a gun. But one of the things I want to be able to do is basically to be able to, you know, break the holster in my pocket and basically draw the gun ready to go, not have to pull it out and take the holster off and then you know, point. I want to be able to do it in my pocket. So that's what I did. Basically, you just push down, come out, and it's off there. So kind of a cool thing, the way it works. It's got basically, let's see, it's got some features in there that grab onto the trigger guard. Kind of hard to see in this video, but you'll see it on the website. And basically it just detents on there, click, locks right on there. And then when you're coming out of your pocket, you basically grab it like this, take your middle finger and push down. And obviously that goes flying because it's kind of spring loaded. When it's in your pocket, it doesn't make much noise and it doesn't really go flying. So yeah, so you can go basically carry it in your front pocket, reach in, break it, come out. You can also do the back pocket. So that's usually how I would carry it. Put it in the back pocket, reach back there, middle finger, break it, come out, ready to go. So yeah, so this is something that we are working on here at Left Side Armory that I thought you guys might get a kick out of. It's for the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. And just because I'm a fan, this is the new Kel-Tec PR3AT. So new I don't even have the name memorized yet. This is the stripper clip based Kel-Tec. So you load it through the top with a stripper clip. One of these guys right here. This one is empty. But yeah, same exact idea. You've got, you know, you've got your Kel-Tec, you've got your trigger guard that goes on there. You can go into your pocket, break it, pull it out, ready to rock and roll. Same with your back pocket. You know, the other thing we were thinking these could come in handy for is let's say, if you are of the female persuasion and maybe you are carrying in a purse instead of carrying on your person. You know, again, having an open trigger in a purse would be, well, it'd be asking for a problem. So you have to have it in some kind of holster or something like that. We added these slots on the front and on the bottom so you can actually add a lanyard to this. So say you were carrying it in a purse or something like that. If you had a loop in the bottom of your purse that you could get a lanyard onto, you could also, you know, basically draw out of concealment and the lanyard would strip this off for you. So yeah, so these are some new products that we are messing around with here at Left Side Armory. These are basically done, so I would imagine you will be seeing these probably in the next month and a half. LeftSideArmory.com, check it out. These will be for sale shortly.